Wasn't a final determination, but it was a significant finding that would support the criminal case and civil recovery efforts. I asked what happens next, and Giovanni said the full report would go to the DA's office for review, and they'd decide whether to file charges based on the evidence. Move-in day arrived on a Saturday morning. Dad and I packed our few belongings from the motel into trash bags and took the bus to the new apartment. Augusto met us there with the keys and helped carry stuff upstairs. Once he left, and it was just us in the empty space, Dad started pacing between the living room and bedroom. He kept asking what if the VA changed their mind, what if we couldn't afford it, what if Mom and Mark found us and caused trouble. His breathing got shallow and I recognized the signs of a panic attack building. I walked him to the couch and sat down next to him, guiding him through the breathing exercises Amelia taught me in therapy. 4 counts in, hold for 4, 4 counts out. We did it together until his shoulders relaxed and his hands stopped shaking. Then we unpacked slowly, turning the empty apartment into something that felt like ours, hanging Dad's few shirts in the closet and arranging our donated dishes in the kitchen cabinets. Agatha called Monday afternoon with an update about the bank investigation. She said they were issuing a larger provisional credit to my protected account based on their internal fraud findings. The amount would cover a significant portion of what was stolen from my college savings. She reminded me carefully that it was still provisional pending final determinations, but having actual money in an account that only I controlled felt like breathing after being underwater. I checked the balance 3 times that day, just to make sure it was real. Dad started seeing Victor Montes the following week. Victor was a VA psychiatrist who specialized in trauma, and his office was in the same building as the clinic where Dad got his other medical care. I waited in the lobby during the first appointment, flipping through old magazines and watching the clock. Dad came out an hour later looking tired but calmer. In the car, he told me Victor was straightforward about the work ahead, acknowledging both the combat trauma and the psychological damage from 12 years of wrongful hospitalization. Victor was optimistic about Dad's capacity for healing, which gave us both something we hadn't had in a long time: hope. The following week, I took the bus to the community college and found Cassie Vicker's office on the 2nd floor of the Student Services building. She was younger than I expected, maybe late 20s, with a desk covered in forms and a coffee mug that said, "Deadline Survivor." I explained my situation without going into all the details, just that I was 18, responsible for my disabled veteran father, and needed to figure out college while managing his care. Cassie pulled up the fee waiver program on her computer and started clicking through requirements. She asked about my high school transcripts, and I told her they were still at my old address, but I could request copies. She made a note and then opened a course catalog, walking me through what a realistic first semester looked like for someone working part-time and caregiving. She suggested 2 classes to start, both online with flexible deadlines, and explained how the Disability Services Office could help if Dad had a crisis and I needed extensions. I felt my